Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement that explode like a bomb. I get
Hey, we're gonna try this one more time.
Y'all
Yeah.
like and share.
Yes,
we
please
have
come
an
on
amazing
in.
guest today.
Yes, we do. We do. Y'all
Yes.
come on in. Come on in. Say hello as you come in. Y'all let us know where you're watching from because we want to love on y'all.
We do. Look, we are on location today. It feels good to say that.
I know, right?
On location.
I don't know if y'all can hear the music, but they jamming.
Yes, they are. We are in Louisville
Yes.
at Calling All Queens pop-up shop. Earlier, was the model call with some beautiful and fabulous models.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Shout out to LaTanya Donaldson.
Yes.
She has done it again
Yes, she
with
has.
a model call and a pop-up, and it's still going on. So if you are in the Louisville area, DFW area, y'all come by and show her some love because she's doing her thing. She is supporting Black-owned businesses. And there are so many people here. I mean, there's people still coming in and out right now. All colors. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Everybody. There's boutiques here. There's makeup artists,
Yes.
dessert bar. I mean, just there's so much here today.
Yes.
So like I said, if you're in the area and you want some unique items and unique gifts, drop by.
Come
Say
on
hi
in.
to us.
I know, right? But hey, we're going to introduce an amazing guy that's coming to the stage, Mr. Shay Brown. It is totally an honor to have him here, gracing the Bam Woman stage. So I'm going to let Toya do the honors.
Okay. Pull back up some notes. Yes, so today we have Mr. Shay Brown. He has the Happy Entrepreneur podcast. He is also a sales and marketing guru. So he's going to share several personal development and just some coaching tips regarding business. So without further ado, we would like to welcome Mr. Shay Brown to our show today.
What's
Hey,
going
Mr.
on,
Brown.
Jen? What's going on, Toy? We're up in the house right now.
Yes,
it is
we
an honor.
are.
It is a privilege. It is a
Yes.
treat and it's a treasure to hang out with
Thank
the
you.
ladies, Bam women, beautiful, ambitious, and motivated. And I get to hang out. So I'm
Yes.
super excited. My wife's a little jealous, but I'm super excited.
Oh,
and I couldn't wait.
Hello, wifey. Don't be jealous.
Well, tell her she's a man.
Absolutely. She is a Bam woman,
Yes.
for sure.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You ladies are wonderful. You know what I admire most about you, and I know this is your show, and all of you are watching. Hey, congratulations. Hit the share button. Is that these ladies have pushed
Thank
through.
you.
They are true
Please
champions.
do.
There's a few things happening here and a few things happening there. And one of the things I loved about it is you saw in real time, not panic. They said, you know what? There's always a way, and our job is to find it. And isn't that what ambitious
that's
women
it.
do? Isn't that what motivated
do.
women do? And why it didn't work, they said, no worries, we're going to try it again. And it didn't work again. And it didn't work again. They said, you know what? We'll pick up and move and go somewhere else. And maybe if you're watching right now, and I'm going to give it back to them. Maybe you're in a situation where there's some things going through your life. There's some things
Come
that aren't
on.
working quite right. The internet connection's not right in this room. So you got to move. That relationship is not right. The finances aren't right. You want to leave that 9 to 5. You got to leave out of that room like they did. And you got to walk all the way to another room and then make it work. And they're you can tell they're band women because it don't matter what's going on around them. It's like my mom, kids run everywhere and they like, boom, they right here with you. So I'm excited and happy to be here. I'll turn it back over to you, Toy and Jen. But I just sat here in amazement because you ladies are incredible. And I watched it real time. Hey, what's going on, Peace? She's like, I'm trying to get on the camera. What's happening? How you doing there?
This
All right.
is Miss LaTanya Donaldson. She is the mastermind behind all of this that's going on today in Louisville. So she wanted to step on real quick and say hello.
How you
Well,
doing?
hello. I'm doing fine. You're looking good. Congratulations to you, by the way, for putting on the event. Congratulations for all that you're doing. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, but you made it happen. So congratulations, and I encourage you keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate you.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes,
much.
yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you,
Thank you as
ladies.
much as well.
Absolutely. Listen, we work together. I'm telling you, we come together. We love it. We do.
This lady is phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
When you say, as they say, success is a team sport.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Success
Yes,
indeed
listen.
is a team sport, and it takes a
I'm
team
telling you.
to make
yeah,
things happen. And you
definitely.
guys are part of a team. You're a
Yes.
team together. But I like how you collaborate, how you work with other folks. And for those folks out there, I'm gonna turn it back over to them. But let me give you a golden nugget. You're here, so I'll just give you a golden. They'll give you all the bio stuff later. But let me give you a golden nugget. This is for them because I watched them do it, and here it is. Put this in your notes. Collaboration crushes competition. And that's one of my 12 rules of life.
That's it.
Collaboration crushes competition. I'll say it one more time.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
sure you don't miss that. Collaboration crushes competition. And I remember when I
Yes.
first got started in
Yes.
business, and it wasn't something that I got started because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I got laid off. Okay, don't worry about me. I got laid off. That's a topic for another time. But when you get laid off, sometimes you feel like you got to do everything yourself. And I got
Yes.
started, and I was like, I'm gonna read the book. And back then we didn't have the internet like we have right now. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna go to Starbucks and meet some other business owners. That's what we did back then. Okay, that was a long time ago, 2004. All right, and then I decided I'm gonna do it myself. And I was gonna go try to coach clients myself, and I was gonna go to events myself. And what I found out is no matter how hard I worked trying to make everyone else rich, I was going broke. How many have tried to do something for someone else by yourself, doing the best you can, didn't work out? But when I started collaborating, and this is a collaboration right here, this is a collaboration. Man, woman, collaborate and say, Shay, it's okay to share your community with my community and my community with your community. And so we're not trying to hold in like, oh, the scarcity. What I like about Jen and Toy is they operate from a place of abundance. And so collaboration crushes competition. They brought someone else in. They didn't have to do that. They let someone else get on camera and share who they are. So I just want to acknowledge you, ladies, for what you're doing. I want to acknowledge you for the winner. For all you out there watching, even tuned in right now, do me a favor. If you know the collaboration crushes competition, if you know the success is a team sport, and you want to acknowledge man, women, just drop a number 1 down. Just don't even put a comment. Just put number 1. Just look right below the video. Look right below the video and put number 1. And that's the bat signal that you're willing to collaborate. That's the bat signal you work with other people.
Signal.
Drop a number 1 right below because they're doing it right now. They're not doing BAM by themselves. No, they're doing it with other folks. And I love how you recognize on your page. You ladies are just amazing. So I know that I'll turn it back to you, but collaboration crushes competition.
Thank you. Listen. Oh my gosh,
Amazing.
we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
You said
Listen,
you
this,
we can have
this
some
show
fun.
is not about us. It's about you. It is about you, sir. We need to talk about you and your greatness and everything that you have going on.
Oh
This
my
podcast, listen. If y'all have not listened to this podcast, y'all need to listen to the happy. What is it? The Happy Entrepreneur.
The Happy Entrepreneur.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Let's talk about that. So, how did you get that going? How did you get it started? And why is it called the Happy Entrepreneur?
You know, there was a time where I was meeting with my team, and you know, our company is Sales Team Guru, and so we're on a mission to help entrepreneurs have a pipeline of leads that turn into buyers. So there's a lot of entrepreneurs that want to be able to meet people, make a difference in their life, solve a problem, and get paid. And in order to do that, we had built it to the place where we had a sales team. So this was pretty cool. And this is giving you the backstory now. I'm giving you the narrative and having the team put us in a place to be able to do training. So I used to do training with my team every night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? And when this whole, can I say Facebook? I know we're on another platform. The whole Facebook Live came out, by the way. I said, self, why don't we just turn on the camera and people can watch and listen as I'm training the team? They'll do sales training. Have you ever had an idea you knew was a magic? You knew it was going to be a hit. You were so excited, and then you do it, and guess what? Didn't nobody watch.
Oh, yeah.
That was failure number 1, right? Think about a time in your life where things didn't work out. You went for the promotion, it didn't happen, right? You tried to get a client, it didn't happen. Well, we failed. but I was still training the team. So I still kept going, although I was very disappointed. And we changed the name. To Sales and Marketing Lab. See, have you ever had these ideas where you go into the lab, you pay a lot of money? They said, Sales and Marketing Lab. I said, yes, that's what we'll do. So I went back out there again and said, hey, everybody. Hey, we got Sales and Marketing Lab. No one gave a hootie tootie, moody sootie. So I was in trouble. So the show got started because one night when I'm training my team, I was just being myself. And then I had life this sometimes. And I said, why don't we bring on one of my colleagues and have them talk to the team? What you think about it when you're live? You do, right? You might bring a guest speaker on, like right now I'm a guest speaker here, and I brought someone on. And that was magical because we had a natural conversation just like you and I having right now. And I'm not trained to do this. I'm not wired to do this. I ain't been in those speech classes. I'm a stutterer, by the way. I'm gonna tell you about that story another time. And people watched. And then they watched again. And so at 11 o'clock, people said, Shay, you shouldn't do the show, but I'm an entrepreneur. How many know as an entrepreneur's light ain't never out, right? Put that down in your notes. An entrepreneur's light ain't never out. You always think,
always 100 miles an hour, I swear.
Up 11 o'clock at night. Why don't we just do a show at 11 o'clock at night? We'll just keep doing what we're doing. And they said, Shay, you don't want to do 4 nights a week. You're going to burn yourself out. I said, okay, I agree. Shay, no one has a show at 11 o'clock at night. That's crazy. I said, yeah, but I used to watch this guy. This is 100 years ago when I was a young whippersnapper named Arsenio Hall. And you might not know who Arsenio Hall was if you didn't know if he never had a show. And I said, he had a show at 11 o'clock at night. He didn't ask what's going on with me. He didn't ask what's going on. I had my show with my people. And I said, you know what? I'm going to have my show just like Bam did with whoever want to watch. And I'm going to do what I need to do for the person. I'm good. And so Happy Entrepreneur was born out of the fact that I thought someone out there was just like me. That one, they understood one principle. Jot this down in your notes. You never stop learning. You never stop learning. One good idea implemented. This is one of my 12 rules of life. One good idea implemented is better than 1,000 ideas you know right now. So the Happy Entrepreneur Show got started with one good idea that I was just trying to share with the world because I wanted to inspire, I wanted to empower, and then I also want to provide the resources to other entrepreneurs so they can execute one of the 3 visions that I believe that we all have. Now I'm gonna share these 3 visions because this is how the show was born. This is the philosophy of the show, and I say it every single episode. And maybe you'll be able to relate to this. And this is what the show is all about. There's 3 visions that I believe that you have. I believe first, you have a vision for yourself. You have a vision for the clothes you want to wear. You got a vision for the home that you want to be in. You have a vision for the car that you want to drive. And it takes resources to do that, which means it takes revenue. That's why the Happy Entrepreneur Show exists, so you can get the resources to go get revenue as an entrepreneur. And then the second vision I believe you have is you have a vision for your loved ones. I mean, the ones you care the most about, the kids you want to send to a school of your choice. Or if you're like me, Mother dear, she's 73 years old. I live in Washington, D.C., love Washington, D.C. She's 15 minutes away in Alexandria, Virginia. I get to take her out to the doctors. She uses my Amazon account. How many know it's my credit card on that Amazon account? She's really good at using it, right? It takes some resources. Hey, come on now, come on. And maybe that's you. You have someone that's dependent on you. You want to write a check for someone's healthcare insurance. You want to write a check for a cause you believe in, and it takes revenue to purchase those resources. And then the third vision you have, I said 3 visions because I love the vision that Bam Woman has, which is to recognize beautiful, to give information to those so they can be ambitious, and more importantly, give them the tools and the resources so they can be motivated to go live their life. See, that's why I'm here. I'm here to support the vision they have. Now, maybe you have a vision too, people you were called to serve. And I want you to imagine for a moment, I left Sharon and I'm done. I'm turning back over to him. But this is how the show got started. This is the genesis of the show. And this is why it exists today. And that third vision is a vision for the people you were called to serve. Now, I'm going to use the analogy of Noah in the Bible. Now, you don't have to be a believer. I'm going to be a believer. You don't have to be one. Even if you're not a believer, you'll relate to this. Imagine that you're Noah in the Bible. And Noah, he didn't have to collaborate. Noah could have just went and got himself a little boat, put some chickens in there, threw some goat in there, put maybe a cow in that sucker. He's just fine with his family. But God gave him a vision. He gave him the experience and the expertise that was much bigger than Noah. And when Noah got started, imagine before he got started, it might be you, there was a knock at the door. Boom, boom, boom. And someone said, yo, Noah. And they do say the word yo back then, by the way. Yo, Noah. Wow. There's no hammers in the house. Noah says, no hammers. I'm not worried about that. Why would I be worried about that? Yo, Noah, wait. Over here. Yo, man, I might as well let you know there's no nails either. No hammer, no nails. Rule number one is you never panic. You watch Joy and Jen and Corey today. They didn't panic. Rule number one, you don't panic under any circumstances. And then last, in the back, me. What's the problem? Noah says, what's going on? What's happening? Wait, what the heck? What in the LL Cool J is going on? He did say LL Cool J, by the way. I wasn't there, but
He said LL Cool J.
Noah, I gotta let you know there's no people and there's no wood to put the boat together. Good luck on this. And maybe that's you, right? You got a big heart. You believe everything, but you don't have the resources necessary to execute the vision that's much bigger than you. And that's why you should tune in to BAM Women Mag when you get a chance to tune in this. That's why you should tune into the Happy Entrepreneur Show, because they're collaborating. They're letting you the Happy Entrepreneur Show on their show. And that's so cool. That's the spirit of collaboration. So that's the backstory of the show. It's there to support entrepreneurs like you. So I'm excited to mention that. Thanks a lot. I'll turn it back over to you. I'm excited to be here.
Yes. Come on. Listen, ministry is, everybody. It doesn't matter what you do, no matter who you are. You have a specific people that you have to reach. And if it's entrepreneurs for us, if it's entrepreneurs for you, Shay, whoever, that's who we're going to reach. And I appreciate the encouragement. I appreciate the push, because we need it. We need to be pushing each other, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
I love oh my gosh. Like you said, it's just, I'm at a loss of words right now. But, everything that you just said, we needed to hear those words.
Yes.
And, I'm going to say, it probably been a few months ago, we would have panicked. But I didn't even think about it. We didn't panic. So it's just one of those, I guess it comes with growth.
Yes, it does.
So just thank you so much. So so let's jump back into a few questions for you. Let's talk about how to build a 7-figure sales team without spending a dime. I'm just curious to know, like, how do you do that? Like, what can you share a few tips without giving away everything?
No, we came to give the best we got. We came not to hold back, but to give in the time that we have. Obviously, we only got so much time, but you can walk away if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a speaker, if you're an author, if you're a coach, if you're a network marketer, if you're someone that's tuning in right now, you should thank Jen and Toy for having this. I'm going to share some information that's going to help you build your business. And if you're out there, typically this message is for two type of individuals when they're building a 7-figure sales team, and it might be you. So you listen to see if it's you. One type of individual is already doing, let's say, $20,000 or more in revenue in their business. They're running Facebook ads, maybe. They've got they already got maybe 1 or 2 W-2s, and revenue is coming in. They got leads coming in, and they need to build their team up faster than what is going on right now. And that's cool. So you're going to benefit if that's you. Then there's another group of individuals out there that, as the entrepreneur, you didn't sign up to be the number one salesperson, right? And you decided to be the number one marketing person, and you decided to be the number one tech person, and you decided to be the number one admin. You're like, Shay, what I need to do right now for me to build my 7-figure sales team, I need to just fill my programs. Or if you're not a coach or speaker, author, trainer, network marketer, you got to sell your product. Or if you're in another type of business, you got to scale the business. You got to do more because you have more revenue to do, but you've been struggling to attract clients who actually have the money, or you just need a pipeline. And this is very important. You need a pipeline of leads that turn into buyers. So when I talk about building a sales team, we're talking about a team that goes out and allows you to generate leads so they bring into you. So let me give you, if I can, as you're listening, the 5 components of a 7-figure sales team in the time that we have. And you might be thinking, Shay, I'm not an entrepreneur. Shay, I'm not even in business. it's okay. You'll be able to benefit because I'll be sharing some techniques that you can use to be a stronger communicator, to be a better leader. And you think about it for a moment, even if you hate sales. Let me just say something to all the folks that hate selling, because I was that way when I got started. I hated selling, but I needed it.
Yeah.
Let me say it again.
Yeah,
I hated selling, but I needed it. I didn't want to be a sleazy car salesman with flat pants on, a pink shirt, and a purple hat, trying to convince anybody to do a doggone thing. But I needed it. And how did I know that's the case? Let me just give you the backstory if I can. I've only worked for 2 companies my whole career. So I had to learn the hard way. You won't have to learn the hard way. I'm going to tell you how to build one in just a moment. But for me, I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. When I finished undergraduate, I went to Morgan State University. Shout out to all my HBCUs. I had then went and worked for Citibank. And then after I finished graduate school, I went to Johns Hopkins University. I worked for Verizon for the next 9 years. So I was learning these skills, building this corporate thing. I was good. And then back on May 31st, 2004, I go into the office and my boss says, boss, and this guy's been 20 years. I still got to say that. But my boss was like, Shay, we're going to have to let you go. Let me go. I can't be the guy you let go. Look at my record. And I was laid off, given the pink slip. So I went home that night. And maybe you've done this. I decided that, you know what? Some of my homies had a business. Maybe you looked around and said, you know what? Those people got a business over here and they got a business. I'm going to start a business. Went down to Kinko's that night, got some business cards made up, hung my shingle out the door, and I got started. I mean, just took what you know and said, I'm going to get started anyway. There wasn't no plan, wasn't no small business. It was just me and this idea. And I called myself Coach Shay, and I got started. And then after about 90 days in business, I was tired. I was frustrated. I was really struggling to get clients. And in short, I was out of money. How many have been out of money as a business owner? But don't raise your hands out there. Don't do that. Just give me 2 thumbs up. Just give me 2 thumbs up. I can't see you, but you can see me. Give me 2 thumbs up. I ran out of money. Okay. So I learned the golden rule in business. The golden rule in business is to never run out of money. That's the golden rule. Yeah. And the only way to run out of money is to make more sales. So I ran out of money. But it didn't stop there. My then wife decided she's going to leave me. And I'm sure there's a lot of reasons. How many know sometimes when there's already a shaky relationship and then you add financial pressure on it and you do everything, it just works. So now I'm a loser, right? I'm going through my divorce. It wasn't the first one. It's my second one. I'm a 2-time loser. I know. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. I'm now married. I'm my third marriage. I'm on my third marriage and I'm happy.
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. Yeah, keep it going.
Okay. Let's go. She let me make space for a better person. So she leaves, and then my 2 sons decide they're going to move in with me. That's not how the story normally goes. They normally go with mom, right? And you write child support or whatever you do, but they move in with me. So now I got 2 sons. I'm struggling. Not making any money. I started burning through my 401k. I'm going somewhere with this. Burning through my 401k. Don't do that. But how many of y'all have done some things you're like, dang, I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I was betting on myself. If you're out there right now, you want to bet on yourself, say, yeah, I bet on myself. Well, I failed betting the first time. But don't worry. You can be down, but not out. Someone put that down in notes right now. Let me give you a little bit for those who are not in sales. Look right below the video and say, you can be down, but not out. Why? Because champions always back. And I know only champions are watching Band Woman Mag right now. I know only champions are beautiful. Only champions are ambitious. And only champions are motivated. So you're a champion. Champions come back. So I was excited to be a champion. But guess what? I didn't come back right away. I wish I could say that was the story. I'm upstairs working like I am right now. And all of a sudden, my son's going to run upstairs. Dad, someone's still in the car. What? I run downstairs. I go to my window in my door. I look out the window of the door. And there's my Lexus truck. Love that Lexus truck. Pearl white, beautiful. Being taken up on a tow truck. I look at the guy, give him a nod. Brothers give a nod, by the way. He gives me a nod back. I look over at my sons and I say, don't worry, the car is just going to the garage. I lied. And it was in that moment that I had what I call the never again moment. What was your never again moment? That never again moment you told yourself, never will I have to borrow money that I can't pay back. Yeah. Never will I see TV. And guess what? Comcast says, call, please. Call Comcast. That signal for the Wi-Fi is out. The cable's out. Never again will one client make a difference whether I pay my mortgage or not. Yeah. The never again moment. I felt as a failure as a father, certainly as a failure as a husband, a failure as a business owner, and a failure as a man. It was a failure That was a defining moment for you. For me, what was your never again moment? Go ahead and write it down in your notes. Never again will my credit cards be maxed out. Never again will I be able to buy the healthy food I need. Never again will I be able to take vacation. Whatever your never again moment, I had the never again moment. And then I went to my brother, and I'm done now. I went to my brother, and I had this idea because later I got an email. And the email was a guy named Eric Lofthome, and he says, I can teach you how to make money. So I go to my brother, and I borrow $5,000. See, when you have a never again moment, you can be down, but not out. Some of you have been down before. Down means you just spiraled. Down means something happened. Down means you land on your back. Out means you don't get back up. And I know every one of you out there, you've been down before, but I know you get back up. So you're down no matter what you're going through right now. Maybe it's a bad relationship. Maybe the finances aren't right. Maybe the entrepreneurship thing ain't working out. Maybe that 9 to 5 is getting on your very last nerve. Maybe you're down, but you're not out. Why? Jot this in your notes. Champions always come back. Champions always come back. And you are a comeback champion. Comeback champion. You know you're a comeback champion. Just go ahead and write those right in the feed right below. I am a comeback champion. Just put that down in your notes. I am a comeback. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, it's not a raw. I'm going to give you how to build a 7-figure sales team, but I want you to hear the backstory because it wasn't always this way for me. And so I borrowed $5,000. My brother thought it was another get-rich scheme. Y'all been there before. He didn't believe. I flew out to Rockland, California. He gave me an idea. He said, Shay, his name was Eric Lofthome. He was Tony Robbins' #1 sales guy. Really good guy. And he was just a sales guy. He says, Shay, why don't you focus on sales training? Sales training? Yeah. You don't understand, I'm a business consultant. That's what my card said. But the reality was nobody was paying me to do any consulting anywhere. I looked around and I said to myself, why would I do that? And he gave me an idea. And I'm going to give you this definition around selling that I adopted for myself, and it's helped me. And maybe it'll help you have a breakthrough in it relates to selling. It changed my mindset. There's nothing like a changed mind. They say change your mind, change your life. Change your mind, change your life. He said, Shay, I'm going to give you a definition of selling. And it changed my life. Let me give you the definition of selling. It's helped many of my clients. It's going to help you, even if you're not in sales. It will help you. Jot this down in your notes. Here it is. You're not getting blown away and start shouting, but it's very important. Put this in your notes.
We might.
Selling equals service. Put that down in your notes. Selling equals service. You don't have to convince anybody to do anything. You don't have to persuade anybody. All you got to do is serve. And isn't that what Jen and Toya is doing right now? All you got to do is add value. Isn't that what Jen and Toya is doing right now? All you got to do is serve plus add value, and the magic happens. I said, equals service, selling equals service, selling equals service. I said, I can do that. And so when I adopted that, I recognized that selling is power. And as a result of doing that, that was the moment to change the trajectory of my life. And I said, I bet you some people out there that hate selling. Now, imagine you hate selling, and everybody was raising their hand earlier, but let's look at this for a moment. Pastors, they sell faith every single week. You don't think I'm in sales, but that's what they do. Teachers, even in this environment we're in now, they sell education every single day. Parents, and my kids are grown now, but many of you are parents like I am out there. We sell values every single day. So as an entrepreneur, you only got in business for one reason and one reason only, and that is to solve a problem. And by solving the problem, you're serving. So you're not trying to make the money, but you're trying to have more meaning in the world. You're not all about trying to get the income, but you're trying to get the impact. And all of my entrepreneurs out there, all of my leaders out there, all network marketers, all my leaders out there, and all my champions, if you want to make $1 and a difference at the same time, just type in #1. Just drop a #1 right below. $1 and a difference at the same time. Now, I'm going to get to how to build a team. I want to have a framework that you can make $1 and a difference at the same time, because selling is about service. Selling is about service. Selling is about what? Service. I shared this idea with you, and I had Shay Brown remix. Okay, I'm part of the Puff Daddy generation. I got my AARP card. We got remixes on everything. Come on now.
AARP.
Give me the remix version.
Oh my God.
I'm a Brown brother, so we have our own remix. I stick a sauce. I said, okay, if selling was service, I was talking, and they were struggling, and this person is a financial planner. Listen, Shay, I don't see myself in sales. Let me ask you a question. Remix. I said selling is about education. Can you educate people that they need to get their finances in order to do what they want? I do that every day. Okay, so you're selling. Selling is about leading, which means can you tell people that there's a problem on the planet and this is how you solve it? I can do that. Okay, so you're selling. And then third, selling is about moving people to action, making a bigger difference in life. Can you do that and be rewarded?
Yeah,
I can do that. And as a result, that changed the trajectory. So I want you to shift your mindset around selling. I want you to move and understand that you're serving and you're solving problems. You do that. I'm gonna give you the 5 steps. You do that, and that will make a big difference. So for all those out there that are like, wow, Shay, that was good. I want to do that. I want to have this entrepreneurship. Then if it's okay with them, can I give them the 5 components of the 7-figure sales team that'll help them out? And if you can't make it the next whatever 10, 15, 20, I don't know how much time we got, then I want you to make sure you get that. So I'm going to give you the notes. I'm going to give it to you. Can I give them a gift? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
There's no upsell, downsell, but you might just want to say, I got to get this written down. I need to be in this conversation. It's time for me to fill my programs. It's time for me to sell my products. It's time for me to stop struggling to really attract clients, but really have a pipeline of leader folks who have a problem. Put this in your notes before I give you the special notes. Put this in your notes. This is another $50,000 deal. We're dropping golden nuggets. I don't know how many golden nuggets we've given, maybe 25 or 30. Here's another one. We were bam women. I should say bam. Every time I give a golden nugget, bam, there's another golden nugget. Let me give you one right now. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Bam! We in the problem solving business. Bam! I think that's
wow.
Bam. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Bam! You in the problem solving business. That's a golden nugget that can help shift the trajectory of your life right now. It can make that difference for you no matter where you are. So why do I say that to you? Because I'm gonna give you a number. It's gonna be my number. You can text, and then we're going to send you the notes on how to build a 7-figure sales team. And we did a whole 5-part series on it. It's no cost, so you can go into the archives. I'm gonna give you the 5 ways to build your 7-figure sales team. But I want you to have it for your notes. But I want to give you a little something different while we're hanging out. They said, Shay, you can just hang out and have a conversation. So through the power of these fiber optic lines, me, you, Jen, and Toy, we all hanging out. So here's a special. Now, let me give you this number if you're listening. Can I give the number to text in? So I want you to text the word champion. And this is only for my champions, okay? This is only for the winners. It's only for those folks that want to be successful in their business journey. And you can benefit even if you're not. It's my gift. We'll give this gift to you, and then we'll give you our comeback champion creed as well. But here it is. The number to text to get the notes and the bonus videos at no cost to you. The number to text is 202. So don't write it down. That's so 1980s, by the way. You can text. I know y'all laugh. They're laughing at me out there. It's okay. We're hanging out. The number to text is 202-270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. When you text the word team to 202-270-1662, then I want you to include your first name so we know who you are, okay? Because this is like my personal cell number. So he's going to come to me, and then I'm going to give it to Lauren, and then Lauren's going to send it to you. Text your first name so I know who you are. Text your last name because there might be more than one Jen in the world. Text your best contact number, and then text your email. Some of you want us to text you the link, and y'all gonna do it all on your mobile phone. And then some of you still want us to email it to you. So text the word team, TEAM, 202-270-1662. That'll get you all of the bonus materials that I'm talking about here. Get you the note, and it'll give you a special link to be able to go watch the video that we did in the training series on how to build a 7-figure sales team. It was a 5-day challenge. But I will summarize it in the time that we have. So the number to text again is 202-270-1662. Text the word team. First name, put that in there. I'm requiring that. Last name, I'm requiring that. So we know who you are. Your best contact number and your phone number. Now, if you got a hold of this long lost video file because it was in the archive and you're watching, like, I still do it. Or you listen to the podcast and they put it into the podcast somewhere. Or you on YouTube because they're everywhere. This BAM is everywhere. Then you just text that team and I'll send it to you. Okay, how's that? So can I give them a 7-figure sales team, or you want me to turn it over to you first? I don't make sure I go too much or too long.
Well, how about they contact you if they want that?
Yes.
How about we do that? That way that you can get some clientele and some leads, because that's what we're all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm just
You can
Perfect.
give us about.
Perfect. I'm hanging with you. So what they're saying is you have to take action. And here's why. The universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. Bam! I love that bam thing. And so that was a golden nugget. So you only reward folks who take action. You think about where you are in your life. You got there because of 2 words. One of my 12 rules of life. But you got there because of 2 words. Constant activity. Constant activity. If you've constantly done nothing on a continuous basis, then you constantly have not got the results you want. If you constantly found yourself in a situation where you're not losing the weight you want or whatever it is, or being as healthy as you want, it's because of constant activity. If you found yourself in a situation where relationships have kind of gone back because you haven't spent time with them, or in business, you're not generating the leads, it's typically because of constant activity. Constant activity will get you to a point where you're not successful, but then constant activity will get you to a place you will be successful. If you look at what BAM has been doing, it's the constant activity, reaching out, building new relationships, finding a way to broadcast, taking care of the family, recognizing other folks. We go to the page. I've scrolled through the page. I love it. BAM Magazine, BAM Mag. So if you're out there right now, you're not on Facebook, go to Facebook, go to BAM, BAM, and then type in space and mag, and you'll see that they recognize other people. It's not all about them. And, it takes a special type of person to be able to do that. And it's the constant activity. So the question I have for you, and I want you to ask yourself right now, is in order for you to grow your business, in order for you to live the life on your own terms, in order for you to get to the next level, whatever the next level is out there, because you're already a rock star, you're already a winner, what's the constant activity that you need to do? Constant activity will get you to where you want to get to. Let me give you an idea, and then I'll turn it back over to you. And I don't want to just leave you out there saying, well, Shay, I got constant activity. I don't know what constant activity to get. I don't know. Let me give you one of the 12 rules of life. It's one of my 12 rules for life. Now, these are my 12 rules, but there's another one right there. But I want to share with you, and I'm going to give it back over to him. And I'll share a story because it's about constant what? Activity. Constant activity. Here it is. Jot this in your notes. It's a BAM moment, but it's important. Here it is. Systems beat goals every single time. And this is one of my BAM!
That is good.
Goals
That is good.
every single time. Bam, bam. Now, it's not about me, but you think about it. If you're growing your business and generating leads, it's because of the systems that you have in place. If you're in a position where you're constantly being able to do and get more referrals because of the system you have in place, goals are always in the future. You need goals, but you never quite get to the goal because the future by definition is imaginary. The future never exists. You're always in the present moment executing a system to get to the goal that you want. We only operate in 3 quadrants anyway, our mind. We operate in the past, which is nothing we can do. We think about the future that never really exists. Think about it. You're never in the future. You're always in the present moment. There's a moment. There's a moment. There's a moment. So you got to in the present moment and have a system to get to where you need to get to. So systems beat goals every single time.
Yes, that is rich. Oh my gosh.
Systems beat goals every
And it's very important because I remember when I ran my first marathon, I ran a marathon. It's 26.2 miles. It's not about running a marathon, but 26.2 miles is a long way, right? And when I ran my first marathon, I only ran because Oprah Winfrey in less than 2 minutes. Oprah Winfrey had run a marathon. So I said to myself, Oprah Winfrey can run a marathon. I was a young whippersnapper, okay? I thought I could do anything. She can run a marathon, I'm running a marathon. Signed up for the Marine Corps Marathon in Washington, D.C. 30,000 people out there. I'm excited. If you ever run a marathon, I've been to a race, you show up, there's music, everybody's playing, they're sharing, they're shouting. I was excited. And then I got to running. Yeah, I'm high-fiving, having a good time. And then I hit something called mile 17. And for those folks who don't know anything about a marathon, you hit mile 17, you hit the wall. Bam! And the wall is that magical place that you hit. And when you hit it, you stop. Maybe you hit a wall in your life right now. You need to show up. You need to be more beautiful, more ambitious, and more motivated. I hit the wall. I'll fast forward, let you know I did finish the race. It was only because of constant activity. I put one foot in front of the other foot in front of the other foot. When I ran the second time around, I had a system. I hired a coach. I was part of a team. I did run it again. I ran 5, by the way, but the second time in 30 seconds, I turned over to you, ladies. They came to me, and I went to the team, and the coach told me to do something that was uncomfortable. Sometimes when you listen to this BAM Woman Network, the speakers may have some ideas that are uncomfortable. And you've got to expand your comfort zone. They said, anybody afraid? I said, I'm afraid. I was one of the oldest people there, by the way. I looking around them young whippersnappers, and I said, I'm afraid because when I ran and hit mile 17, I crashed. They said, when we get to mile 17, Shay, this time as part of a small group, we're going to say, I'm trained, I'm strong, I'm ready. I'm trained, I'm strong, I'm ready. I ain't saying that. We don't do that where I come from. Okay, that's what y'all do. I'm going to have my Walkman on. That was 100 years ago. My Walkman on.
I had a Walkman too. Don't do that.
You know what that Walkman? That's crazy. But when I found
oh my God.
When I started chanting with them, they started chanting, I'm trained, I'm strong, I'm ready. I'm trained, I'm strong, I'm ready, tapping me. So I took it off. But as I listened to them, I started chanting those same words. And maybe you need to have your own affirmation. But I'm trained, I'm prepared. I got a system in place. I'm strong means right food. I got a system in place. And I'm ready means I'm going to make this happen no matter what. And that's the attitude that Jen had and Tori had today. They were going to do this broadcast. I thought they might do it from their phone. It was going to happen if they did it in their car. Why? Because systems beat goals every single time. And they're comeback champions. They were down, but not out. Back over to you.
Oh man.
Oh, well, I can't. I mean, what can I say after that?
Like, you dropped so many gems and nuggets tonight. Like, I really hope if you missed this broadcast, you need to go back and watch it. Take notes. Yes. I mean, like you said, systems beat goals every time. And we just appreciate you for dropping those nuggets and just pouring into us, pouring into our listeners, our viewers. Yes. Yeah, we just can't wait to share what you shared with us. And y'all definitely go and text team with your first name, last name, contact number, and email to 202-270-1662 so you can get some valuable information to help your business grow and your life just personally.
Yes. Iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
That's all I can say, because
man. I wish all the vendors could have heard everything you just said.
And you know, we were gonna ask if we could have this broadcast all over the place, but it's okay.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah,
it's okay.
You can broadcast wherever you want. You ladies are amazing. You're incredible. I love what you're doing. Love supporting what you're doing. In any way we can support you, we're going to do that. And for those folks that are out there watching, anytime you're watching, make sure you pay this message forward. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you hit the watch party button. Anytime they broadcast, not just for me, there's going to be some bad Mama Jammers coming after me as well. And they're bad Mama Jammers in their own right. You hit the share button every time you get a chance to do it. And you pay the message forward. You bless another little boy or a little girl or another BAM woman that's out there right now that is beautiful, that's ambitious, that's motivated. You make sure you do that. And as I close out, I think we're coming to close. I don't know if we're not, but I do want to recognize you. Okay, I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be here and be a part of this network. It's been an honor, as I said earlier, and a privilege. And for you watching out there, I'll close with these words because I got to give you a BAM moment, right? I just got you. I like that BAM moment. I got to adopt that. That's pretty cool. But here's what I will say. One of our core philosophies, and it's a belief that we have, it's one of our 12 rules of life, is that this whole mantra that today is your January 1st. Write that down in your notes. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. And sometimes people say, Shay, what does today is my January 1st mean? What it means is today is my January 1st means we don't wait for a calendar date to get started. The calendar doesn't have to say January 1st. We create a January 1st anytime we make a decision. And there's probably 1,000 decisions you make throughout the day. And any one of those decisions can change the trajectory of your life. You make a decision that you're going to work out. That's a January 1st moment. Or you're going to sit back and binge watch and watch Netflix. You make a decision that you're going to eat hamburgers, French fries, salt, pepper, ketchup. If you're with my son, you got hot sauce in there. Or you make a decision you're going to open up the refrigerator. Inside the refrigerator, there's some kale. There's some broccoli. Oh, that tastes so good. There's some carrots. That's a January 1st moment. It's a do-over. It's a fresh start. It means your past does not equal your future. You make a decision, you're going to be beautiful. Bam! That's a January 1st moment. You make a decision, you're going to continue to be ambitious. Bam, bam! That's a January 1st moment. You make a decision, you're going to stay motivated. That's a what? January 1st moment. Today is your January 1st. Happy New Year to you. Put your sunglasses on. The future is bright. And for you, the best is still yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is still yet to come. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bam, Bam woman. I love it. I saw something for Bam men. That was cool too. Y'all be going down.
Yes, listen, you are definitely a Bam guy. That is for sure. So we will see you again, sir. Don't.
And we are definitely up to do your show, so you just let us know.
Yes,
I will definitely have no question about that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Shay. Let the world know how they can reach out to you. They got your number, so they can text you. But how can they follow you on social media?
For those folks that are out there, I like to follow you as well, because you all that are watching now, you can see me, and that's cool, but I can't see you, right? So I want to know what you're doing as well. So one of the ways we can stay in this conversation over and beyond today is just go to IG, I guess is what they say, on Instagram, and just type in I am Shay Brown. Just I and then AM and then CHE Brown. Just go I am Shay Brown on Instagram. I'll find you. Now, if you don't know how to use Instagram, then you got a bigger problem. But when if it's gone for whatever reason, because those things don't stay around forever, I don't know. This might be in some vault somewhere at some point in time. I'm going to encourage you just to text me at 202-270-1662. Just put the word team in there. Team.
Yes.
And I know I'll be in a team. You're all about working together.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Shay. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Have a good evening.
Y'all are amazing. We out.
How are you?
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, y'all. I'm full. As they say in church, I'm full. Like,
There's nothing else
you
to say.
didn't take notes, you need to hit replay, rewind, and go back and listen to everything that was dropped tonight.
Man. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, when people, put aside their time to share and drop nuggets and pour into other people, I mean, it means so much. Like,
I don't know. I'm never speechless. Let's just put that out there. And I'm just like,
I mean, he said everything I know we needed to hear. I mean, I hope you all needed to hear it. And just like I said, share. And if you are listening to this 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, text that number and drop a comment. Because we're going to respond.
yes, and let him know. Let him know, hey, I listened to that Bam Woman magazine podcast, and listen, I need your help.
Yes.
I need your help. So, I mean, do we even have announcements?
I mean, we'll just talk about Bam Guy magazine, which is deadline for that is March 22nd.
Yes. So, guys, do not wait until the last minute.
Because we have interviews that need to be done, and Jeffrey Knox is conducting those interviews.
Yes, shout out to Jeffrey.
Shout out to Jeffrey, man. He is like doing the thing and coming. Oh my gosh, y'all. We have some amazing guests coming up in the next few weeks.
Yes.
So just follow us on Instagram, Bam Woman Magazine, Facebook, Bam Woman Magazine, Twitter, Bam Woman. If you are interested in being in the magazine, advertising, sponsorship, shoot us an email.
Yes.
If you just want to feed into what we are doing, we have Cash App, which is Bam Woman Magazine. We have PayPal, which is www.paypal.com. All that links is right there. / Bam Woman Magazine. So we're here to help you and to just let us know what we can do. And if there's a topic or anything that you want to hear or see, hey, ask.
Yes.
My papa always said a person can do 2 things if you ask them, yes or no. So I asked.
Second day.
Yeah.
Second day.
Yes or no?
Oh man, that's good. That's good. Well, I mean, we don't have anything else to talk about. That y'all reach out to us.
Opportunities is going
Yes. Oh, next week we will be back in Dallas. For the Entrepreneurs Beauty Ball that is going on. Mr. Malik Knox is throwing that. Miss Vivica Fox, Miss Jennifer Williams, Vita Loca, and Hollywood Baby are going to be in the building. Y'all, I didn't even know.
And some other people.
I didn't even know that next weekend is the Gremlin and Prairie View weekend. Like,
and so I'm pretty sure Dallas will be lit.
Listen, you still have time. We'll extend it.
Yeah.
2 days.
If you have swag bag items, hey,
send them.
Reach out to us because
we don't want you to miss this.
No,
we do not want you to miss this because there are people that are going to be there that we didn't even know were going to be there.
So you can send business cards, flyers.
Yes.
Something quick. Samples, something quick that you want to go in those bags.
Yes.
I mean, just send us what you have. If you don't have 500 items,
that's fine.
Send us what you have. We will put those in those bags.
Yes. So you'll have until Tuesday, 6 o'clock, to give us your stuff.
PM Central Standard Time.
Yes. Or email us and say, hey, can I stick it in the mail? Yes, whatever. Yes. Do what you need to do. But you need to be in these bags.
Yes, you do.
You need to be in these bags. I'm going to say it again. You need to be in these bags.
Yes.
And I'm going to end it with that. So y'all have a good night. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Continue to support and stay tuned because we have a lot more. Y'all check this out. Peace.